Yeah, I saw this kid win a midget race at Anderson Speedway earlier this week, and he had a pretty good run again tonight. You told me earlier today you've got to be in position regularly before you can get that first win, and tonight you get a top 5. What was key to your success tonight?
The biggest key to our success tonight was that pit call by Brad Parrott and the guys on the Fastenal team there at the end to stay out. Clean air was really big for us, and it looked like a lot of guys. It was real tough to really complete passes unless you give and take a little bit. And once we got the clean air up front, we were really good on a long run and on old tires. So we felt like we could hold off the guys behind us, and the car was good from when we unloaded. So I'm just really proud of all the guys and how we rebounded from last week, and where we struggled at Nashville a little bit.
You celebrate your 19th birthday tomorrow, so a nice birthday present for you tonight. But Joey Logano at 18 winning, you with a top 5 finish at the age of 18. What does that say about the state of this series and the opportunities it provides for good young racers?
I think it shows that there's a little bit of a youth movement coming through, and we talked about earlier, just the amount of young guys coming into the sport right now is incredible, and the talent pool to draw from is getting really deep. So it's a great night for Joey and myself with a top 5. So it's just a good one for all the young guys here at Kentucky. This place is a really neat track, and it seems to like the younger guys in the past. So we kept it rolling tonight.
Yeah, Brian Clausen, you're going to hear a lot about this young man in the years to come.
And
Marty?
We had 2 18-year-olds in the top 5, of course, Joey Logano being on the top of the poll. And take a look as Brian Clausen picks up his career best with a 5th. Landon Castle comes home in 11th, and James Busher in 14th. And let's talk to one of the older guys. I won't call him an old man, Jamie, but he had a great run tonight, didn't he?
Well, he sure did. I think he has something to say about this youth movement. What was it in you tonight? First top 5 in 2 years, Mike? What was the difference?
Well, the race car did what it was supposed to do. I've always been capable of doing what I needed to do, but we fought a lot of battles tonight. Our car was very fast and ran really well, and we had some obstacles. If there's such thing as passing the most cars tonight, we won that award by far. But what's special about finishing 3rd is Geico is going to give free rate quotes tonight. If you call Geico, it's free rate quotes for finishing 3rd. What do you think about that?
You're such a salesman. See, that's the difference between the veterans and the young guns. Yep. But honestly, talk about the youth movement, Mike, and what it takes to compete at this level. At your age, you've been here quite a while.
Well, I wish we'd kind of quit worrying about that. I think we need to worry about the teams that the youth movement's driving for. I mean, it's nothing surprising, and congratulations to Joey Logano and Joe Gibbs Racing. I expected him to win. It was no big deal. I mean, that he did it. I think you got to remember the quality of race teams they're in. They did a great job. Young, talented individuals are really good, but us old guys can get it done too. My brother was sitting up in the booth, and he's still a real good race car driver, but he wants to talk about it instead. But I think we can all get it done, and we proved tonight we can. We have a race car to do what we need it to do. It's going to get it done. But I need to take a minute if I can. Happy Father's Day to my dad, Russ Wallace, my father-in-law, Kenny Adams. We're not going to be home for Father's Day. We're going to do ESPN Roundtable with Rusty and Kenny on Monday night, so we're excited about that. But great race team. Germain Racing did a wonderful job. Thank Geico, Sport Clips, and Smith Transport for all their help. And Toyota's a good car, and we proved we can get it done. We got a good car.
One thing these Wallaces have in common, guys, the gift to gab.
He did a good job right there. He got all the plugs in, talked about all the sponsors, and probably going to talk more about it on Monday night during the roundtable with Alan Bestwick and Kenny and myself, and it's been a fun night.
There's Tom Logano. And remember, we talked about Jason Leffler being so strong all day and so much needing a top 5 after the problems they had in May. Here's what happened on that last lap and dropped him all the way down to 16th position as that right front tire. Remember, we were hearing on the radio that they thought they had a problem, and there it goes right off, and he ends up the last car on the lead lap. A tough break for the great Clips Toyota and Jason Leffler. They had a great run going until the very last lap. Stay with us. We've still got more from Kentucky Speedway. Oh, what a couple of weeks for young 18-year-old Joey Logano. Remember last week at Nashville, he ends up getting on his first pole in only his 2nd start. Well, then he got his first introduction to Nationwide Series contact. And, of course, it was not the kind of end he wanted. This afternoon, of course, here at Kentucky Speedway, picked up right where he left off as far as the qualifying trim was concerned, stuck it on the pole, and then at the start of the race, in front of a record crowd of 73,000 plus, he takes the early lead. lead and wraps off a few laps until lap 147. After Kyle Busch had led for 85 laps, he retakes the lead from Kyle. And then Kyle, being really his only threat at 164, Kyle takes that care of himself as he loses control and spins her out and crashes, ending his day with frustration after starting 35th, coming all the way back to lead 85 laps. That's the way it ended there. And then, of course, from that point on, it was time for the checkered flag and the celebration. Father Tom Logano gets his best dad's present ever. Joey burns the Goodyears to the cords, and then he heads for victory lane. And even though it's Dad's Day tomorrow, Mike, I guess we should bring the rest of the family in.
Yeah, I guess they enjoy a celebration just as much as the dad. And this is Debbie Logano and Joey's sister Danielle. And what's this like for you?
It is awesome, awesome. This is his dream that he's dreamed all his life, and he's finally made it. And I am so proud that he's come through, and I'm also proud of him as who he is as just Joey. You know, the way he handles himself with the media, with everyone, and just very proud.
What will you remember most about tonight?
Tonight, I'm so lucky that I'm here tonight for him. It's just a memory we'll never forget for his first time. Very proud of him.
How about you, Debbie? What stands out? What will you take from this that you'll never forget?
Just Kentucky, to be honest with you. He won the Young Lions Legend National here at the age of 11. So this is a really good track, and I'm speechless. I'm just totally speechless. Just trying to take as much as possible.
But I'm sure you said something to him. What did you say to him when he got out of the race car?
Just great job, and very proud of you, and love you. I love him. And I love him for who he is, not because he won a race, but because of who he is, my Joey.
Big win for the entire Logano family, guys.
It certainly is, and another night where we get to share some history.
Yeah, I'm just glad I was here to see this. I mean, you know, just so impressed with this kid. All the hype he comes in here with, and he really makes good on it.
I tell you, the last 2 weeks have been unreal. With Brad Keselowski winning, and now Joey Logano winning the night. These guys are young, and it was defining moments, like I said last week, for both of these characters. They'll never forget what happened to Joey Logano tonight, and also what happened to Brad last week.
And what will happen next week in Milwaukee. AB, take us home.
Well, let's ask Brad. What'll happen next week in Milwaukee?
They're going to turn them up. They'll turn the wick up on that that flat mile up there in Milwaukee. It's going to be a lot of fun. Congratulations to Joey Logano. Had some great top 5 finishes tonight for some of the young guys. Got to be fired up moving on.
Cup guys' most difficult double commute of the year, coming from Sonoma out on the West Coast. Another opportunity race for a young guy. Then you got Scott Wimmer, that hometown Wisconsin guy. He sticks in the back of my mind as somebody to watch next week, too.
He might bring it home.
We will see. Next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN2. Thanks for watching tonight in Kentucky. Joey Logano is your winner.